Hi, good evening. This is Traffic Warden Woon, sir. Traffic Warden Woon. Here to give you a very quick tutorial on how to use the walkie-talkie or comm set or radio call set and give very straightforward, simple, concise, and succinct information in terms of communication whenever you are doing traffic control for two-way access contraflow at two ends where you're unable to see each other due to a blind spot, like for example a bend or a corner where you cannot see each other, and it's two-way traffic on a single lane carriageway, what we call two-way access contraflow, where one traffic controller or traffic marshal or traffic warden is at one end and the other one is another end, and they both cannot see each other. You need to use a walkie-talkie. And then later on I'm going to throw you another scenario and interject, and that is a scenario where there's also a side road, 3 points, and they all cannot see each other. Okay, so for example, when it comes to this kind of situation, we use a walkie-talkie or radio call set. And when it comes to this, we tend to use what we call NATO alphabet letters and call sign, the 26 alphabets from A to Z. A for Bravo, A for Alpha, B for Bravo, C for Charlie, D for Delta, E Echo, F for Foxtrot, G for Golf, H for Hotel, I for India, J for Juliet, K for Kilo, L for Lima, M for Mikey or Mike, N for November, O for Oscar, P for Papa, Q for Quebec, R for Romeo, S for Sierra, T for Tango, U for Uniform, V for Victor, W for Whiskey, X for X-ray, Y for Yankee, Z or Z for Zulu, Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo Foxtrot Golf Hotel India Juliet Kilo Lima Mikey November Oscar Papa Quebec Romeo Sierra Tango Uniform Victor Whiskey X-ray Yankee Zulu. So we use all this call sign and NATO alphabet letters in our communication in order not for members of public to understand what we're saying. And basically all this origin come from police and military radio call signal communication, which is why they use all this. Example, if I were to tell you I want to go for smoke break, I'm not a smoker, but let's say I want to assume, let's say scenario, I'm a smoker, I want to go for a smoke break. Instead of telling, hey bro, I want to go for a smoke break, I need about 10 minutes, you're telling too many things already, you don't want your boss to hear that, right? So you will tell your partner, Sierra Bravo, take 5. Sierra Bravo, SB for smoke break. So Sierra Bravo, take 5. If let's say I want to go toilet and I want to do a big business, I'll probably say Whiskey Charlie, take 1-5. Whiskey Charlie, take 1-5. So my partner know I need to go WC, big business, 15 minutes. Example lah. Okay, so in our communication, we use all these NATO alphabet letters and call sign to communicate. Now, when you're giving communication, your communication has to be short and sweet. Don't talk too much. You talk too much, your battery bar will go down very fast. So you talk simple. You talk what is needed only. You talk too much noise in the background, we don't want to hear. We are all at the age where we are sick and tired of hearing too much noise. So keep your information short and sweet and simple and succinct to the point, concise. That's what you want to hear. Now, in some of the tips when you're giving the information is to be say it once, repeat it, say it loud and clear, not to rush it, but to say it loud and clear, repeat it again. Example, let's say I turn on my walkie-talkie, it's already on, and I want to do a radio call check. I'll probably say this: radio call check, over. Or I might want to say comms check over. Comms meaning communications check over. Communications call check. Correct? Comms check over. So you see, it's short and sweet, and I say it loud and clear. I say it once, but I repeat it loud and clear. Comms check over. So my partner will not miss it. In the event he miss it in a loud noisy environment, right, he can hear the second time. Comms check over. He might hear the second time. Now the tip is you don't rush when you're saying, and you don't press and say at the same time. A lot of us make the mistake of pressing and say at the same time, comms check over. So when the other side here, they'll hear over. They won't hear the comms they'll miss out the first word because you press and you talk at the same time. So you press, you hold about 2 seconds, then you talk. Comms check, over. Comms check, over. So your partner is supposed to say loud and clear, thank you. But we don't say loud and clear, thank you. We will say Lima Charlie Tango Yankee. Lima Charlie Tango Yankee. Lima Charlie Tango Yankee. Lima Charlie is loud and clear, thank you. Lima Charlie Tango Yankee, loud and clear, thank you. Or we can say Lima Charlie Tango Mikey. Lima Charlie Tango Mikey. Loud and clear, thank you very much. Example. Okay, so let's say for example you're in a situation where you are two of you have to manage two-way access contraflow, two-way traffic on a single lane carriageway, and you cannot see each other. A few scenarios at night when you're doing at a private estate, one guy in the main road, one guy right inside, and there's a lot of side roads, you cannot see each other, it's dark. You use whistle, resident will complain, you call police. Correct? So you don't use whistle, you do radio call. Or you are in the daytime but it's situated in a bend, a U-shaped bend. You are at one point, your partner's at another point. It's a bend, you cannot see each other. There's no side pocket, no side road, but it's a bend or it's a corner, L-shaped corner. You cannot see each other. You are one here, one here. One is here, L-shaped, the other one's here. Or it's a bend like this, U-shaped. You are in here and he's there and you cannot see each other. So you need to use radio call check. So the very important thing is you need to first hold your vehicle. Whenever you want to release vehicle, check with your partner. Both sides must hold vehicle. So you use your whistle, you blow, you give a stop sign. Make sure you stop on the vehicle. Both sides have to stop. Stop your vehicle. Then after that you comms. Example, I am at the main road and I want to comms my buddy. Let's say my buddy is Indra and he is inside, and my vehicle going to him is from main road inbound going in, and his vehicle coming out to me is outbound vehicle. So I might want to say something like this: standby, incoming. Standby, incoming. That means to say standby. My side incoming vehicle coming to you. Standby, incoming. Okay? Standby, incoming. Now in the event, let's say example you are paired with partners that you don't remember the name, you never see them before, so you don't know their name. So you might want to use other ways to address them. Like for example, if you don't know their name, it's okay. You can call them, you can be checkpoint 1, he can be checkpoint 2. Or you can be traffic control 1, or he can be traffic control 2, in which we will shortcut it and say TC1, TC2. TC denoting meaning traffic control 1. TC2 is traffic control 2. TC3 is traffic control 3. So 3 points example. TC1 to TC2 or checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2. So you can say checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, standby, incoming. Or you can say TC1 to TC2, TC1 to TC2, standby, incoming. Meaning to say there is incoming going from my side to your side. But let's just stick to using names. Let's say you know them. My name is Woon. His name is Indra, right? So I'll say Woon to Indra, standby, incoming. Woon to Indra, standby, incoming. Now Indra upon receiving have to acknowledge. So he will say this: copy, Indra, copy, proceed. Means to say I acknowledge your message. Release your vehicle. Proceed. Okay? Indra, copy, proceed. Or you can say Indra, copy, release. Indra, copy, send. My favorite is Indra, copy, proceed. Meaning I acknowledge already, let go. Okay, so then you let go, but you don't need to waste battery telling him letting go. No need, just let go. The moment you say Indra, copy, proceed, just release your vehicle. Now you can cut down on telling him a lot of things. You don't need to tell him how many vehicles. You don't need to tell him 5 vehicles, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what's the color, the make, the model, the whole license plate. No need. You just mention to him the last vehicle. It can be 6 vehicles in 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't care. You just need to mention the last vehicle and only the 4 numerals. Example, Woon to Indra, standby, incoming. Indra, copy, proceed. Now I'm releasing. Okay, let's say there's 7 of them. 7. I take note of the last vehicle. Let's say the last vehicle is 7777. 7777. I'll say this. Last vehicle 7777. Clear. Indra, upon receiving the last vehicle, 7777, he has to acknowledge. So he will say this. Copy 7777, receive, clear. Now, that is if on his end, he got no more vehicle. He got no vehicle, he will say clear. That means he side clear. Or basically he got no vehicle to release to me. But if let's say he got vehicle to release to me, his outbound vehicle want to come to me, back to the main road, that means his is outbound, outgoing. So he will say this. Indra, copy 7777, receive, standby, outgoing. Okay, the key word is to say standby, outgoing. Then I will acknowledge. Copy, proceed, meaning to say let go of your vehicle. Same thing, he will release his vehicle. He don't need to tell me how many vehicle. Can be 8, 9, 10, I don't care. You just need to mention the last vehicle, 4 numerals. Example, 4356. Last vehicle, 4356, clear. Once I see 4356, I must acknowledge I receive 4356. Copy 4356, receive, clear. Meaning I receive already 4356 on my end. Now assuming I have some more incoming going to him, I will let him know. Copy 4356, receive, standby, incoming. That means more going to him. Indra will say this. Copy, proceed. I will release my vehicle. Let's say only one vehicle. You don't need to say one vehicle only. Just continue to say last vehicle. No matter how many vehicle, 1, 2, 3, I don't care. You just need to say last vehicle. Let's say last vehicle, 2846. Okay? Go here. Last vehicle, 2846, clear. Indra, upon receiving, must say this. Copy 2846, receive, standby, outgoing. Meaning to say his side got someone coming out to me. Proceed. He will release his vehicle. So release, right? Last vehicle, 4359, clear. Come to me, right? Copy 4359, receive, clear. Now at this point, if let's say there is someone coming from me to him, standby, incoming. Proceed. Release. Alright, so I'll blow my whistle. Proceed. Last vehicle, 2834. Last vehicle, 2834, clear. Copy 2834, receive, clear. Let's say at this point, now I'm throwing in an interject. Let's say at this point, got one more vehicle want to come in. I miss, but suddenly he's coming in. Let's say for some reason I'm unable to stop him because he dashed in this way. And at that point in time, my back was facing him. Example, I didn't see right. I will say this. Hold first, one more incoming. Hold first, one more incoming. Last vehicle, 7438, clear. Copy 7438, receive, clear. Okay, that is the gist of it. So basically, that's how we play two-man contra over 2 points where you are unable to see each other at a bend or at a blind spot, L-shaped bend or U-shaped bend, blind spot, you cannot see each other. This is the communication, very simple. Basically is standby, incoming, proceed. Alright, after that, last vehicle, 4444, clear. Copy 4444, receive. Standby, outgoing, proceed. Last vehicle, 3259, clear. Copy 3259, receive. Hold first. One more vehicle. Last vehicle, 2839, clear. Copy 2839, receive. Is that sort of thing, very simple, back and forth. So keep your communication straightforward and simple. Standby, incoming. Standby, outgoing, clear. Last vehicle, 4434, clear. Last vehicle, 2835, clear. Simple as that. Okay, don't try and overcomplicate and talk so much. Now let's say example, you are in a situation whereby now let's throw in an interject. Let's say right now there is a situation where there's a side road, same U-shape, but now there's a third side pocket, another side pocket from here coming out at the uncontrolled junction. Now you got one more partner down there. Let's say he's Syed. So me, Woon, and Indra, right? I'm Woon at the main road. Indra's right inside. Then in the center is Syed. Example, Syed. So let's say now there's Syed. The same thing. Syed no need to communicate with us. Only when Syed got vehicle going to us, either one of us, then he need to come to either one of us. Now, if let's say Syed don't know our names, he can just, Syed being, let's say he's Let's say I'm traffic control 1. He is traffic control 2. Syed is traffic control 2, right? TC2. Then Indra is TC3 right inside. He'll either say TC2 to TC1, TC2 to TC1 over, or TC2 to TC3, TC2 to TC3 over, or checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2 to checkpoint 3 over, that sort of thing. But let's say he know our name lah. Okay? First, let's say he got 3 cars parked with him and he stopped them already. But all 3 are going different directions. Some is going to me, some is going to Indra, no? Some is go left, some is go right. You need to ascertain. As Syed, you need to check first. You let one car go first, release, but you need to check where is he going, left or right. Once you know already, right? Let's say I'm Syed and I know my vehicle is going to Woon. Okay, I will say this. Syed to Woon, 1 outgoing, 3489, 3489 clear. 1 outgoing, 3489. Then I'll say this. Proceed. Okay, let's say he let his vehicle go. 3489 now. 3489. Last vehicle 3489 clear. Then I'll say copy 3489 receive. Likewise, if let's say Syed is sending his next vehicle to Indra, he need to say 1 outgoing. So he'll say something like this. Syed to Indra, 1 outgoing. Indra will say this. Copy or acknowledge. Proceed. Indra will release the vehicle. Assuming it's just one vehicle, take note of the license plate. 4444 clear, right? For last vehicle 4444 clear. Indra, you must acknowledge. Once 4444 pass you must acknowledge. Copy 4444 receive clear. Now let's say the last vehicle at Syed is another vehicle, last one coming back to me, coming back to Woon at the main road, outbound vehicle or outgoing vehicle. I like to use the word outgoing compared to outbound because outbound some people don't understand English. So you say outgoing, they know outgoing. So you can play around outbound, inbound, outgoing, incoming, that sort of thing. But use incoming, outgoing is easier to remember. Let's say Syed has now sending one vehicle to me. Okay, he will say this. Syed to Woon, 1 outgoing over. I will respond. Copy, proceed. He will release his vehicle. Let's say it's 2222 clear. 2222 is the last vehicle. Last vehicle 2222 clear. I repeat, last vehicle 2222 clear. I must acknowledge upon receiving 2222. Acknowledge 2222 receive clear. Okay, so that's how we play with Contraflow, two-way access Contraflow, whereby two-way traffic is on a single lane carriageway at blind spots at a bend, U-shaped bend or L-shape where we are unable to see one another, and there's more than 2 points where the officer is standing to jaga the traffic. It may be 1 point and 1 point, or it may be 1, 2 and 3. There's a side road, what we call a side pocket in the center, whereby there's also vehicle going either left or right. You need to ascertain which direction they're going. And that's the problem I hate the most, because stupid drivers don't actually signal. You have to ask them, where are you going, left or right? Then they will point from the windscreen. They will tell you, I'm going there, but they will still fail to signal. Then you can tell them, sir, wind down, we don't want to talk to you. Do you know it's a traffic offense not to give ample warning, sufficient signal? The compensation fine is $100. For light vehicle, for your vehicle is $100. If you are driving a heavy vehicle, it's $150. Just know that. I'll let you know first. Okay, so you can play around with all this walkie-talkie and have fun. So let's say, example, I'm Woon. I need to ask, let's say I got some urgent task. I need to go off. I need someone to come in and stand by me. Let's say a fourth person. He's in somewhere nearby. He got walkie-talkie also. So let's say the person's name is Tom. Tom. I'll say to Tom. Woon to Tom, over. Tom, copy. Tom, come over and relieve me. I need to go over and do some duties. Relieve me now. Come over to checkpoint 1, main entrance. Copy, proceeding to checkpoint 1. Tango Yankee, something like that. We use the call sign and NATO alphabet letters to play around with our communication. Basically, all this originate from the military and police radio radio communication, in order for public not to know what we are saying. So we use this kind of letters, this kind of communication mode to communicate with one another. Even let's say we want to report vehicle, but we don't want to let people know we are talking about a certain vehicle. We won't read out the we might not read out the entire license plate number. We probably will say something like take note, Sierra Lima Tango 4359 Echo 4359 Echo. Or I might just say 4359 Echo, take note, license plate 4359 Echo 4359 Echo. I might just omit the first 3 letters and I might just go with the last 5 alpha numerical. So example, I don't say Sierra Lima Tango 4359 Echo, I just say 4359 Echo. Take note, 4359 Echo 4359 Echo. Go over 4359 Echo 4359 Echo. Driver stop in the middle of the road causing unlawful obstruction of traffic. Coming out right now, the driver is harassing our officer, taking out the camera phone and video him. Send reinforcement down, over. Copy. Message received, sending reinforcement down, over. Lima Charlie Tango Yankee. Sorry, you don't say Lima Charlie Tango Yankee, you just say Tango Yankee, meaning thank you lah. Or Tango Mikey, Tango Mike, Tango Mike, Tango Yankee, whichever. So thank you very much, or thank you. That's the idea. So we use all this form of communication to communicate with one another. So hopefully you can from here you are able to see how we give very straightforward, simple, direct communication. And actually this video is more for security officer doing all this traffic control, using walkie-talkie to give straightforward communication. This is more for them. This is a tutorial for them to be able to give straightforward, clear, concise and succinct information they need to give to their partner over the walkie-talkie without having to talk so much, because a lot of time you guys are talking way too much. It's very annoying. There's already so much noise and you fail to even give clear, straightforward information. You talk so much, nobody want to hear. You just give very straightforward, concise information is all we need only. Basically things like standby incoming, proceed, last vehicle 4358 clear, copy 4358 receive, standby outgoing, proceed, last vehicle 2359 clear, acknowledge 2359 receive, clear. That's it. Very straightforward, very simple. Don't go and beat about the bush and talk so much. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. Tutorial on how to use walkie-talkie in using walkie-talkie to give very straightforward, clear, concise, succinct information that you need to give to your partner when doing two-way access contraflow or two-way traffic on a single lane carriageway at 2 points where you are unable to see one another, or in late at night when it's dark and you are on the main road and your partner's right inside the private estate and you are unable to see each other, and there's a third point where your middle partner has to jaga a side road or something like that, and then you need to use walkie-talkie to communicate. So please use walkie-talkie. It's very useful. It's also very fun. You get the hang of it. It's very fun to use, and it's very straightforward to grasp. And once you get the hang of it, it's very fun to use. You just need to be able to fine-tune your communication skills. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. This video tutorial on how to use walkie-talkie. Thank you very much. Thanks for viewing.